we have created the depreciation keys. The next step is determine depreciation areas in the asset class. Now we will determine the depreciation areas in the asset class. The path is like this: SPRO, financial accounting in brackets new. Accounting valuation. Determine depreciation areas in the asset class. Chart of depreciation. RIL 1000 freehold land. Sorry, chart of depreciation RIL, enter. Select asset class RIL 1000 freehold land. RIL 1000 freehold land. Earlier you create the classes. Double click on depreciation areas folder. Now if you see here, all the areas are inactivated, deactive. Now you have to activate all the areas. Deselect deactivate checkbox for all the three areas 1, 15, 30. All the three areas we are activating. It's asking us to give the layout 2000. Layout 2000, yesterday we have created depreciation and asset subnumber level. Depreciation and asset subnumber level. Yesterday we have activated 2000 depreciation subnumber level. Now it's asking depreciation. Layout 2000 for all the three areas. Now it's asking the key. Key whatever you want to give. For land we can give any key. I'm giving the key 0000 because we discussed no depreciation, no interest. For land, no depreciation, no interest. Save. Save in the request. The same procedure you have to follow for all the classes RAL1, RAL 1102, RAL 4000. Same procedure you have to follow for RAL 1102, RAL 4000. All the classes. You want to give 000 or you want to give a different rate, you can give a rate. Suppose you want to give yesterday whatever you created, that also we can give. Anything at the time of end user area you can change. So your choice, you can use the same thing or different rate we can use. So we can change at the end user area. You can give RL1 or 0000. We can change at the end user area. If I give here at the end user area, I have to change. If I give here key rate end user area, I told you that can be changed. Your choice. If I give here also, your choice. Anyhow, end user area we are going to change. You can use the same or different. So for all the classes, we are doing the same way. All the classes we are doing the same way. Give RL1. Afterwards, I can change. All the classes you have to do the same way. All the classes you do the same way. RL 1100 to RL 4000. I'm doing the for all the classes like this. So 4000. All the classes we are doing the same way. Now what we do for capital work in progress, no depreciation, we can assign 0000. Anything. Any of that can be changed at end user area also. Now you have selected book depreciation Act 2 for all asset classes, including land and capital work in progress. You have seen we have activated Depreciation Act 2 for land and capital work in progress also. In India, we will not calculate depreciation for land and capital work in progress asset classes. Still, you are selected. What is the use of this selection? When we create asset master, it will ask the capitalization date. What we do in case of land and capital work in progress, we give the land purchase date and registration date. In case of capital work in progress, we give the expansion start date. Then we give the rate of depreciation 0.0000%, 0.0000%. No depreciation will be calculated. So it's better to use like this than suppressing the field. Now, the next step is like this to make cost center field optional for field status group G067 reconciliation accounts. Why the cost center is optional, I'll tell you. When you create, it's like this, which I'm going to cover. Reason I'll tell you in the end. First, let me make it. I'll cover in the end. OBC 4. OBC 4. Select field status variant RIL. Double click on field status groups folder. Double click on G067 reconciliation accounts. Double click on additional account assignments. Cost center, select option into radio button. By default, it comes suppressed. We have to make it optional. The reason I told you in the last class, which I'm going to tell once we save. Save, press enter to save in your request. Why we have done this one, I'll tell you. See here, I told you like this. Mission account debit. We pass, which is a sub ledger. Credit to bank, which is a general ledger. Your trial balance will not match, I told you. At the same time, it updates 2 lakh planned and day. The field status group is G067. Then what I told you, we specify cost center in the asset master. Yesterday we have created the derivation rule for asset purchase. Take profit center from cost center. When you specify like this, take cost center from profit center. If you suppress here in G067, G067, if you suppress here, it cannot take. If you suppress here, it cannot take. That's why it has to take. That's why we are making it optional. Make it optional. So profit center will be taken in the from the cost center. Cost center will be assigned in the asset master. When you post to asset master, it updates the plant and machinery, which is having the field status group G067. This is the customization what we have to do for asset accounting. Now we'll go to end user area. Now I told you in the asset master, we give the cost center. From the cost center, we take the profit center will be derived. From the profit center, segment will be derived. So now we create cost center. What is cost center? Why it's required? I'll cover in CO. So the path is like this: accounting, controlling, cost center, accounting. Accounting, controlling, cost center, accounting. Master data, cost center, cost center. Individual processing, create. Individual processing, create. Transaction code is KS01. KS01. From the menu bar, select extras, set controlling area. Extras, set controlling area. Controlling area RIL, enter. Enter. Cost center, department A. Valid from 1/4/2022, 31/12/9999. This will come automatically 1/4/2020. Center. Give the name department A. Cost center, department A. Cost center, department A. All will be discussed when you go for CO. It's asking who is the person responsible. Person responsible, Mr. A. Some name. Cost center category, select one, production. Production. It's your production department. Hierarchy area. Hierarchy area, select RIL HIR. Automatically comes, you see here, select when I select RIL HIR. Currency, INR. Profit center, select steel. Select save button. So in the cost center, we are giving the profit center. In the profit center, we are giving the segment. Then in the asset master, I'm giving the cost center. When you post to cost center, when you post to asset, cost center, profit center, segment will be updated. Now I'm creating the main asset master. I told you rule number 2. Rule number 2 is like this: main asset master is to be created with reference to asset class. Accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets, asset. financial accounting, fixed assets, asset. Create asset. Create asset. Now I told you the rule number 2. Main asset master is to be created with reference to asset class. Asset class. Select RAL 2000 Department A. RAL 2000 Department A. Company code RAL, enter. Give the description, mission number 1. Capitalization date 1/4/2020. The date of capitalization. I told you when you create the asset master, there is a field called capitalized on. The same way you can see here, you can give the quantity. You can give the inventory number. So like this, you can give the description. Capitalized on 1/4/2020. Select time dependent tab. Now you have made the cost center required in the screen layout. It's asking the cost center. I told you we have the business area, but cost center is there, but we don't have the profit center segment. Cost center, select Department A. What are you created today? What are you created today? Select depreciation areas tab. Now the key is coming RL1. Now we want to use useful life method. Useful life method. You have created useful life key RIL3. You have created RIL3 for all the three areas. For all the three areas. RIL3 for all the three areas. Three areas. Second area will come automatically once you enter. Automatically, but you have to give the life of the asset. Because life of the asset you have to give here. You're not given percentage yesterday. You have to give the life of the asset. Life of the asset is say 20 years. Periods 0 months. Zero months periods. That means the life of the asset is 20 years, 0 months. Suppose you want to give 20 years, 6 months, you can give in the periods column 6 months. Period 6 months. Now, from which date the depreciation has to be calculated? In India, we calculate from the date of capitalization or from the date of put to use. You're given the calculation on 1/4/2020. Depreciation start date 1/4/2020. 1/4/2020. This is okay. Select save button. Select save button.
Sir, what is the difference with respect to the capitalization date and the depreciation start date?
Start date. If you see here, yesterday I told you yesterday like this. Let me show you yesterday's class. And day for yesterday class, I told you. Let me choose. See here, it's like this. Yesterday I told you the validity start that we have selected from ordinary different start date when you create the key ordinary different start date. If you see here, when you create an asset master, there will have two fields. One is called capitalization date. The first screen is there, capitalization date, capitalization date. Second one is called ordinary depreciation start date, ordinary depreciation start date. Asset is capitalized today. We calculate depreciation from today onwards. Some countries, asset is capitalized today. They calculate depreciation from next month first. So now the purpose is like this. Let me put the dates here. Let me change. There's any date you can use. Today I have capitalized 13/11/2020. In India, we calculate the depreciation also 13/11/2020. Now some countries, what they do? They capitalize 13/11/2020. They calculate depreciation from next month first. Here you can give a different date. The purpose of giving the ordinary depreciation start date. We did not calculate depreciation from the date of capitalization. You can calculate from any other date. Like I told you, they calculate from next month first. From the beginning of the month, they can change the date.
Okay, sir, but normally when I actually create an asset, I actually put it blank only for start
Blank,
depreciation. So does it automatically take the capitalization date?
yeah, that one it should take. It should take that way only. But no need to keep blank. Give the date. You can
Huh.
check how it's taking.
Hmm.
But generally, we give the same. Both are same
Okay.
dates. India, the same way.
Favorite, yes.
Same.
Uh,
Same. I'm
okay.
saying. Now you can see here it's creating asset number 2 lakh 1 sub number 0. Why 2 lakh 1 sub number 0 is created? First, let me explain to you. 2 lakh 1 sub number 0 is created. How it's created like this? Created asset master with asset class RIL 2000 department A AS01. You create in AS01 RIL 2000. Second step, we are given the number range 03 in OA OA. Earlier, what you have done for RIL 2000, we are given number range 03 OA OA. OA OA. Third class, you are given the number range. You can see here RIL 2000. You are given the number range 03 for asset class 03. For 03, you have given the number range interval. We have discussed given number range interval for 03, 2 lakh 1 to 3 lakh AS08. AS08. 03 you have given earlier. 03, 2 lakh 1 to 3 lakh. So we have discussed earlier, main asset will have always sub number 0. So this is the main asset. So first asset number it has taken 2 lakh 1 sub number 0. So like this way it takes the asset numbers. Now we post the asset to the asset, main asset purchase posting. We'll see whether it's updating or not. We'll check main asset purchase posting. Increase the font size. Asset purchase posting. I'm posting the purchase entry. Accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets. Posting acquisition. Posting acquisition. External acquisition with vendor. External acquisition with vendor. F-90. Now you're given in the last step asset capitalization date 1/4/2020. So that means the asset should be existing on the date. That's why you're saying capitalized. So that should be purchased on or before 1/4/2020. So I give the document date and posting date 1/4/2020. Document date and posting date 1/4/2020. 1/4/2020. It should be there on the date. Then only you can say capitalized. Any date, but I want to take first asset 1/4/2020. Already you know in vendor invoice you're saying KR, company code RIL. Posting key 31. Vendor account, select vendor from drop down menu, enter. Vendor, I'm selecting from drop down menu, enter. What are I created for accounts payable? I use that vendor 27 lakh 1, any number, enter. It gives a warning message. We are posting with date 1/4/2020. It changes the period. Period 1. Ignore the message, enter. Amount 10 lakh, any amount. Stationery purchase posting. Now I have given credit to vendor. Now you have to give debit to asset. I told you asset debit in the theory part, posting is 70. Posting is 70, debit asset. Posting key 70, debit asset. Account, select 2 lakh 1 dash 0, mission number 1. Sub number will be taken as a dash. We have only one asset. Asset 2 lakh 1, sub number 0. It takes 2 lakh 1 dash 0. Transaction type, T type. T type, transaction type. T type. Transaction type. Select, because this is a mandatory field. It's not accepting. Enter a transaction type. Compulsory it will ask a transaction type. Now I told you in the theory part, 100 is outside purchase, 100 external asset acquisition. External asset acquisition. Press enter. External asset purchase. Press enter. Press enter. Now see here, when you post to mission number 1, 2 lakh 1, sub number 0, it's updating subledger mission number 1. At the same time, it's updating GL account, general ledger account, plant and machinery account. So it updates subledger as well as general ledger. So without taking any time, how it's updating, I'll cover. Amount, enter star. Plus, enter plus. When you give the asset number 2 lakh 1, see here, asset number 2 lakh 1. It's taking the profit center automatically. You're not giving the profit center. How it's taking? If you see here in the asset master, when you created, you're given the cost center. For the cost center, yesterday you're given the derivation rule. What is the derivation rule you're given? In case of asset purchase, in case of asset acquisition, take profit center cost object from the cost center. So it's taking from the cost center the profit center. Sorry, it's taking the profit center from the cost center. This way it derives the profit center. From the menu bar, select document, simulate. Document, simulate. It's posting 2 lakh 10 plant and machinery account, asset number 2 lakh 1, sub number 0, 10 lakh. Create to vendor account. And you're not giving the profit center in both the places. From the menu bar, select document, simulate general ledger. Document, simulate general ledger. If you see the general ledger view, it shows Sunday creditors, profit center, credit, segment Hyderabad credit, debit to plant and machinery, profit center steel, debit, segment RLH debit. Because of the document splitting, which I'm going to cover afterwards, document splitting, so it updates the profit center as well as segment also. So by doing this way, we can get the P&L account balance sheet, profit center wise, segment wise. There's a debit to profit center, credit to profit center. There's a debit to segment, credit to segment. It updates the profit center as well as segment. It derives automatically because of derivation rules. Select back arrow and save. Select save button. Select back arrow. Select save button. Back arrow. Select save button. So like this, once you post the asset, it updates the subledger as well as general ledger. Let me show you how it's posting. Let me explain to you. See here, when you post your asset, when we post to, let me explain to how it's posting. When you post to asset number 2 lakh 1, sub number 0, machine number 1, GL account 2 lakh 10, plant and machine is updated automatically. It's updated automatically. How it's updated automatically? So you're posting to main asset 0 when you give 0 main asset. So it starts from rule number 2. See, what is the rule number 2 we have discussed? Main asset master is to be created with reference to asset class. I told you the rules. So 2 lakh 1 sub number 0 is machine number 1 is created with reference to asset class RL 2000 department A AS01. This you have done AS01. First, let me explain to you AS01. This you have created here with the asset class you have created. This is rule number 2. Rule number 3, account determination is specified in asset class, specified account determination RL 20,000 plant and machinery in asset class RL 2000 OA. In asset class RL 2000. You have given account determination RL 20,000 OA. Rule number 4, for account determination, we assign GL accounts based on the nature of transaction. For account determination, RL 20,000 plant and machinery asset GL account in case of acquisition, purchase 2 lakh 10 plant and machinery account AO 90. AO 90. In case of purchase acquisition, we have given for account determination plant and machinery GL account 2 lakh 10. 2 lakh 10. So when you post the entry, when you purchase the entry 2 lakh 1 machine number 1, when you post to this asset, it is updated the GL account plant and machinery in case of purchase automatically. Without taking any time, it updates automatically. This way, the 4 rules will work. So we have taken main asset, so only 3 rules. Now afterwards, I'll show you sub-asset also. When you take sub-asset, it takes 4 rules. If you know the flow of the 4 rules, asset accounting is very simple. Now we create one more asset master, the machine number 2. Then for that one, we create sub-asset. So one more asset I'll create. Creation of main asset master, machine number 2, AS01. Whatever you have done. case 01. Select RIL 2000, company code RIL, press enter. Close all the sessions. Enter. Now I'm creating a second mission, second asset, mission number 2. You can capitalize any date, but I'll give whatever date I have specified here so that whatever depreciation I show, whether it's calculated correctly or not, we can see practically. This is capitalized on 22/4/2020. 22/4/2020, any date. Select time dependent tab. Capitalize down. Select time dependent tab. Task center, select department A. What are yours created? Department A. Select depreciation areas tab. Now you give an RIL1 for all the areas. We can give the same or different, your choice. Now for all the 3 areas in the asset class you have given, the same thing is coming. You want to change, you can change. Then useful life, you want to give 16 years, 6 months. Any date, any month. 16 years, 6 months. This is only for information because in RIL1, yesterday you have created key 5% rate. 5% will be taken, not this one. This is only for information. 16.6. 16.6. You want to give for group different rate, you can use. Now, ordinary different start date. I told you in India, we take the capitalization date 24/2020. Save. We get a message asset 2 lakh 2 sub number 0 is created. 2 lakh 2 sub number 0 is created. Now we post the asset purchase also. We have given the capitalization date 22/4/2020. I purchased that date on or before that date. Mission 2 purchase posting with 22/4/2020 F-90. Already I told you in the last step. F-90. Document date and posting date 24/2020. Type KR, company code RIL. Posting key 31. Account, select vendor number from drop down menu. Enter. Amount 4 lakh. Especially purchase posting. Now you give debit asset. I already told you posting is 70, debit asset. Account, select 2 lakh 2 dash 0, mission number 1. 2 lakh 2 dash 0, mission number 2. E-type, transaction type. E-type, transaction type, select 100, outside purchase. 100, outside purchase. Enter. See here, when you purchase 2 lakh to sub number 0, machine number 2, sub ledger. It's updating general ledger also automatically 2 lakh 10 plant and machinery because of the 3 rules. Rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4. Amount, enter star. Next, plus. From the menu bar, select document, simulate and save. Document, simulate and save. You've seen already general, you want to see doc entry view. If I go for general ledger view, it shows profit center steel debit, profit center steel credit, segment Hyderabad debit, segment Hyderabad credit. You purchased the main asset only. Now we go for sub-asset purchase. Now we create for sub-asset master. I told you the rule number 1. Sub-asset master is to be created with reference to main asset master. So we have to create with reference to main asset master. So the path is accounting, financial accounting. Accounting, financial accounting. Fixed assets, asset. Asset. Create. Subnumber asset. Subnumber asset. The transaction code is AS11. AS11. Now I'm adding this sub-asset to the main asset 2 lakh 2, any asset. So it's asking what are the main asset. Main asset is 2 lakh 2. Asset number 2 lakh 2, company code RIL, press enter. And if you see here, it's giving number of similar sub numbers. If I give one, only one sub-asset will be taken. When I give 10, 10 sub-assets will be taken automatically. So by default, it gives one, only one sub-asset will be taken now. 1 and by default it comes. Sorry. Now you can see here, it's showing 2 lakh 2 sub number 1. It's showing 2 lakh 2 sub number 1 is part of mission number 2. Change the description. Now I'm purchasing motor which increase the efficiency of the machine motor. Now capitalization date, any date you can give. I give 22/6. The reason is like this. Because I've calculated depreciation, it shows the depreciation correctly or not we want to see. So capitalized on 26/2020. Any date, but I'm giving 26. So that depreciation will be calculated 26.
Sir, this can be done in AS01 also, in a similar way.
No, AS01 when you go, it takes only main asset. It not take sub asset. Na?
Like when we like you'll be having a sub-asset line item 1.
No. If you see here, AS01, if I go, I'm taking from the class. Where you're taking? And if you see here, if I say it's not showing link with any number and it's showing main number 0. What I told you in the beginning, when I say 2 lakh 1 sub number 0, it takes the main asset value. 2 lakh 1 sub number 1, if I give sub asset value, if I give 2 lakh 1, both items it will be shown. Here, how can I see sub asset and main asset together? It's taking a different number with that 0. I cannot take both at a time. You can create, but you want to take total value of the machine. See here, it's like this. If I create now, it's taking machine number 2, I'll take machine number 2. When I take AS01, I've used, it has taken 2 lakh 1 sub number 0. 2 lakh 2, sorry, 2 lakh 2. Now I'm adding motor AS11, taking 2 lakh 2, sub number 1. If I use AS01, then what happens? See here, motor, if I use AS01, here also I use AS01. I give the description, but it takes 2 lakh 3, sub number 0. That too, you purchase the motor after some time, not on the same day. Then I want to see asset as a whole. Here I can say when I give 2 lakh 2, asset as a whole, it shows. Asset 2 lakh 2, when I give in the report, it shows this value, total value. Here I want to see asset as a whole. Can I see now? I cannot see. Don't use AS01, use only AS11. There is no link here. That time I'm doing all the things today. But in live, what happens? You add motor after 2 years or 3 years. The number will be 2 lakh, 500, 600 like that. How can I link? Very difficult to link. Use sub number sub asset as a AS11. Don't go for AS01.
Correct. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now you can see, shall I close this one? See here it's showing 2 lakh 2, sub number 1 is coming automatically. I'm adding one more item. It takes automatically 2 lakh 2, sub number 2. So I can see main asset separately, sub asset separately, asset as a whole separately. Now capitalized on, it proposes with the main asset date, but we are giving capitalized on 1 to 6, any date. But other than this date, 22/6, any date. Because it will be added afterwards. Select time dependent tab. Percentage is automatic copying department A. It's automatic coming because when the main asset is in department A, sub asset part of that also in the same department. You want to change, you can change, but generally it never happens. Select depreciation areas tab. When the main asset is following one rate, sub asset also same rate. But I want to show you, we have created 3 keys yesterday. I want to show you the third key also, whether it's calculating correctly or not. In live, I use the same rate. But I want to show you separately because we have created 3 keys. All the 3 keys are calculated correctly or not. Only for the verification purpose I'm doing, otherwise no need to change. RILT to 5% WDV. RIL2 5% WD only for the verification purpose, testing purpose. Then ordinary difference start date. We are purchasing capitalizing on 26. I'll give 26. Any date. 26. See here, it's taking 22/6. Save. See here, we get a message 2 lakh 2, sub number 1 is created. Sub number 1 is created. 2 lakh 2, sub number 1 is created. Now we'll post to sub asset also. Sub asset purchase will be same screen F-90. What are you discussed? What are you used? Same screen F-90. F-90. Document date and posting date. You're given the capitalization date 22/6. I'm purchasing the same date 22/6. Type KR, company code RIL. Posting key 31. Vendor account, select from drop down from the menu, from drop down button. Enter. Sorry, yeah. Amount 75,000. Counter purchase posting. Posting key 70. Account 2 lakh to sub number 1 motor. T type or transaction type. 100 outside purchase. See here, when you're purchasing motor 2 lakh to sub number 1 motor, it's updating plant and machinery automatically because of the 4 rules what are you discussed. Amount, enter star, text plus. On the menu bar, select document, simulate and save. Now you're seeing when we purchase motor 2 lakh to, or when you post to motor 2 lakh to sub number 1, it's updating GL account, plant and machinery automatically. How it's updating automatically? Rule number 1, sub asset master is to be created with reference to main asset master. 2 lakh to sub number 1 motor is created with reference to main asset master 2 lakh to the AS11, the rule number 1. Rule number 2 and 4 are same. So because of this one, it updating sub ledger as well as general ledger. This way, asset accounting settings are required more, but entry is very simple. So the continuation, other steps will take up on Monday session. There's no session tomorrow. We'll take up on Monday session. And happy Diwali to all.